Yo, what's going on, yo? I'm JB Hoops, and today I'm picking my March Madness picks for this year's tournament. I'm not a huge college basketball fan. I mostly just watch NBA prospects, but I'm just giving this a shot for fun. Let's get it. So first off, I'm definitely going with Gonzaga. They're one of the best teams in the nation this year, and they've got a potential #1 pick in Chet Holmgren, so I think they should do pretty well this year. Next up, I'm going Memphis. Probably a little biased just picking the guys I know. This one, UConn, I think they've got a pretty solid squad. Now the first upset, I have Vermont over Arkansas. Arkansas haven't been doing very well recently, and I think Vermont are a pretty good team, so I'm going them. Here, I've seen Alabama have struggled a lot this year, so I'm predicting Rutgers are going to win, and they're going to beat Notre Dame. Next up, I think Texas Tech are going to win. They're probably one of the best defenses in the nation, and I think they're going to go pretty far this year. Next up, I'm going Michigan State, and I'm going Duke over CSU Fullerton. Onto the other side of the bracket, on the south side, I'm going Arizona, being one of the most consistent teams this year, and they're really good. Next up, I don't really know much about Seton or TCU. I like Mike Miles though, so I'm going to go TCU. I think Houston's a pretty good team. We're going to go with Illinois. Next up, another upset. I don't know if it's really an upset, but Michigan over Colorado State. I like David Roddy, but I just think Michigan are too good of a team. Got Tennessee. I'm going with Ohio State with Malachi Branham and E.J. Liddell. They're a really solid team. And the last one, I'm going with Nova. Now onto this part of the bracket, I've got Baylor. I'm going with Marquette. UNC, they beat Duke, but they couldn't beat Virginia Tech in the tournament, so I don't know. Not a big fan of Caleb Love, and I just like Justin Lewis of Marquette. I think St. Mary's, picking them. I'm going to go UCLA. Virginia Tech just beat Duke in the ACC tournament, but I'm still going Texas. I think they're the better team. Next, Purdue over Yale. I think I'm going to go with Murray State. And then finally, Kentucky over St. Peter's. Now on the Midwest side, we got Kansas. I think I'm going to go with San Diego State. Then Iowa, Keegan Murray's been on fire recently. And now another upset. We got South Dakota State. Providence have not been good. Now onto LSU versus Iowa State. I'm going LSU. I think they're the better team. We got Wisconsin over Colgate. Another slight upset. I'm going Miami over USC. I just really like the Miami team. Just one of them guest picks. And we're going Auburn over JaVale State. I've never even heard of them. Now, onto the round of 32. I've got Gonzaga over Memphis. Now I've got UConn versus Vermont. I've got UConn. Now onto Rutgers, because I'm picking Rutgers over Notre Dame. Got Rutgers versus Texas Tech. I'm taking Texas Tech. Michigan State versus Duke. Duke have been playing pretty bad recently, but they've just got too much talent on their team for me to not pick them. Now I got Arizona versus TCU, taking Arizona. Houston versus Illinois. Kofi Cockburn is a monster, but I think Houston is just too good of a team. Their defense is too good. Michigan versus Tennessee. Ooh, don't want to go with Michigan. No, I think Tennessee, Kennedy, Chandler, and Vescovy are too good. I'm going to go Ohio State here. I really like E.J. Liddell, and I think Ohio State are due for a big run. Now to the East versus Midwest bracket. I'm going Marquette with a big upset here. Baylor, they started off really well, but they have been not great recently. Kendall Brown, Jeremy Sohan, Akinjo, all of them haven't been great as of late. So I'm going Marquette with a big upset. Another slight upset, I'm going St. Mary's over UCLA. They got 2 Aussies on the team. Got to support. I'm going Purdue. Jaden Ivey's too good. and I'm going Kentucky. They're just too good of a team. Now on the Midwest side, we got definitely Kansas. Definitely going Iowa. Keegan Murray's a god. LSU or Wisconsin. Johnny Davis has been struggling a lot, and I think if he's struggling, they're not going to make it very far. So I'm going LSU. And then Miami versus Auburn. Got to go with Jabari Smith and Walker Kessler. Alright, so now we're on to the Sweet 16. I'm going Gonzaga. Texas Tech versus Duke. Duke, the talented team versus one of the best defenses in the nation. I'm going Texas Tech. They're one of my favorite teams. I don't think this season's going to work out for Coach K. I think they're going to fall short, and Texas Tech is going to the Elite Eight. Now on this side, we got Arizona versus Houston. I think Arizona, they win 31 games or something, 31-3. Yeah, I think Arizona's going to the Elite Eight as well. And I have Ohio State upsetting Tennessee. Now, we got Marquette versus St. Mary's. I'm going St. Mary's. And Purdue versus Kentucky. I think Kentucky's too good. Jaden Ivey, Zach Edey, I think Sheboy and Ty Washington. I think Kentucky just had the better all-around team. And Kansas versus Iowa. If Oshai Abaji and Christian Brown aren't at the top of their game, I think Keegan Murray is just too good. So I'm going Iowa. Now, LSU versus Auburn. I think Auburn are too good. LSU had a pretty good run up until then, beating Wisconsin and Iowa State. But I've got them falling to Auburn in the Sweet 16. Alright, now on to the Elite Eight. Who will make my Final Four? It's going to be Texas Tech with the upset, beating Gonzaga, going to the Final Four. And on this side, I have Arizona. On this side of the bracket, got St. Mary's versus Kentucky. I think Kentucky are too good. And Iowa versus Auburn. Who do I want to go to the Final Four? I'm going Iowa. Keegan Murray has caught fire at the right time of the season, and I think he's carrying Iowa to the Final Four. Okay, so on the left side of the bracket, we got Texas Tech versus Kentucky, and on the right side, we got Arizona versus the 5-seeded Iowa. On the left side, I have Texas Tech. I'm rolling with my boys. Kentucky, they didn't start off great this season. They're without Shaedon Sharpe. I don't know why. He should have been playing. But I think Texas Tech has just got too good a defense, and they're going to the championship game. And against them, I have Arizona. Keegan Murray's made it this far, pushing himself into the top tier of draft prospects, solidifying himself as a top 6, top 7 type of guy. But he unfortunately falls short and ends up getting eliminated in the Final Four. Now, onto the championship game. I'm going with the upset. I'm going with my boys, Texas Tech, and the final score will be 71-67, with Texas Tech winning the national championship and Arizona, Benedict Mather and Christian Koloko coming up short, unfortunately. So yeah, there's my March Madness official predictions. Let me know what you think. I don't know a whole lot about this shit, so a lot of this was just going with my gut and just picking random teams. But yeah, this was a bit of fun. We'll see what I get right. We'll see what I get wrong. I'm going undefeated. We'll submit those. And JB Hoops out.